Auto-release Devil's Breath in Times Square. That's a good place to start.
Contact with Spiderman control. Weapons free. Clear to engage.
All units, 1051. Prisoners and vehicles are causing a major disturbance. Please proceed to Spanish Harlem. Over.
Stable control. Need a status update on the situation in Yorkville. Checkpoint secure. Be advised. Region highly kinetic.
Yuri, this whole street's been taken over by Rikers inmates.
We've had calls from people who are afraid to leave their buildings.
Tell them to stay inside a little longer. There's gonna be some street cleaning.
Sick of just holding a gun. What the hell?
Let's play the quiet game. My butt look big? I know society is partly to blame for how you guys turned out, but Rikers only has room for you. Ever wonder if we'd be friends if we met under different circumstances? Yeah, me up and everyone's rushing to take it. Guys, can we put aside our old grudges? I want to make room for brand new ones. More of them? Guys, this isn't necessary. I'm already scared straight.
Spiderman, I've spoken to people on the block who say the escape team tried to break into their buildings.
It's with what I heard. They want to take one over.
They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street, without hostages.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon. Oh, are you allergic to webbing? Wait, I just remembered. I don't care. Oh, backup's here. Great. Okay, you guys sing doo-wah, and I'll sing lead. You guys are gonna love it back in Rikers. Seriously, it's a riot. So I'm thinking of growing a mustache. Yes? No? Maybe? Hey, great to see you guys. We don't have backup or reinforcements here. Just people. You dig? Hey, real talk. We're kind of bad at this. See how I took down the Kingpin? Hashtag not so humble brag. guys look a lot older than last time I put you away. Madder, too.
Yes, move!
It's not really a lie if I put web designer on my resume, is it? I know, I should have called first. Captain, the block's quiet. Everyone in an orange jumpsuit is down for the count.
Great job. If they'd gotten into a residential building, they'd have done a lot of damage.
I should try bantering in other languages. Su vecindario amigable hombre araña.
Disable control. Need a status update on the situation in Yorkville. Observation post up. We'll relay any priority.
Folks, the city is in crisis. We have bridges and tunnels closed. People who work in the city but don't live here are trapped within. Others have been...
A spider signal. Cool idea, but any light source that made it bright enough was also way too hot. Someday, though.
Stable teams, this is Control. Requesting status update from Gracie Mansion. 10-4, this is APC Sierra. We are commencing our patrol route. Ground teams, need a status update from Lenox Hill.
We have ordered a crowd of civilians to disperse and are detaining those refusing to comply.
Stable Control, requesting an update on our status in Cathedral.
Traffic control point secure. Eyes out for Spiderman.
Ground teams, this is Control. Need a status update from Turtle Bay.
Roger, Control. This is APC Foxtrot. No sign of Spiderman.
Where are we with Union Square?
Observation post established. Situation normal.
Didn't I put some of you guys away 8 years ago? Man, I feel old.
Immediate backup requested. Officers are pinned down by snipers. Incident is ongoing in the West Village.
I've had numerous callers today reporting that entire city blocks are being taken over by escaped inmates from Rikers. These are literal no-go zones in the heart of Manhattan. A dystopian future from 70s movies come to life. Why didn't the police stop it, you ask? Oh, you're going to love this. It seems the prisoners ambushed a convoy carrying weapons and ammunition for the authorities and took it all for themselves. The police are outgunned by their own guns. Well, all right. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we see Sable International and Spider-Man are the protectors they claim to be. These criminals aren't hiding. They're right in plain sight, daring to come get them. Well, we're waiting!
reports of looting. Need immediate response at Union Square.
Gotta love Sable agents. Always showing up where they do the least good.
Police vehicle is taking fire. Please mobilize towards Flatiron. Over. All units, an emergency supply station is getting raided by fugitives. Please proceed to Madison.
Looks like those inmates have hostages. Gotta be careful.
Raid the food truck, they say. Take some hostages, they say.
They knew it. They were delivering food. Food for people in need. Just let us go. We won't kill the cops. We won't kill anyone.
City needs those supplies. Glad I was here to help.
Thanks, big guy.
That was close.
You're okay in my
Now let's
book.
get moving. Gotta get this food inside before it spoils. You rock.
This is Sable Control. What's our situation in Nomad?
Control. Located the fugitives and are in pursuit.
Times Square. That's where I should start tracking Otto. Yuri, a group of escaped inmates looks like they've gotten their hands on some serious firepower.
Last thing we need right now is a massive shootout on a residential street. Is this something you can handle quietly?
Quietly might be pushing it, but I can do it without a massive shootout. There might be a bunch of webs around, though.
I'll take it. Good luck.
that?
People around here work.
Yo, Rafi, you there? Rafi's not in. I'll check him.
Hey, someone there? Webs, wall crawlers nearby. Look alive! Spider-Man's here.
No talking during the infiltration.
How did you vanish like that? It's Spider-Man! I want him dead!
He's winning! Seriously, is this where you pictured your life going?
Hold still! I'll kill you!
If you surrender, I'll give you cupcakes. Hey, it's worked before. Back up. For guys who just got out of the raft, they sure are eager to go back.
Can't fight him in the air! Feel that! Don't let him get any more of us! Can't fight in the air! No one's gonna lock me up again!
Whoever wants to get knocked in the air first, raise your hand. Reinforcements. Look, guys, this is not gonna help at your parole hearing.
That's what this!
Spider-Man, I'm getting reports of shots fired.
I can confirm that. They're not hitting anyone, though.
Try to keep it that way.
Since I'm the only one they're aiming at, I am totally on board with that. He's moving fast! Don't lose him! Hey, do I come to your work and try to beat you up? Oh, wait! I kinda did! Is it sad that a bunch of criminals have more loyal friends than me?
Let's go! Rush him!
Be honest, do these webs make my butt look big?
Do your turn! Don't let him get any more of us! Marshall, run!
When you get to jail, tell him Spidey sent you. And stay away from the chili! love for the people rushing into the fight to be on my side. Heck, I'd even settle for neutral.
Keep your feet on the ground! Here's that mate!
Thanks for visiting my website. Get it? Website? Just once, I'd love to fight someone carrying a bag of money with a dollar sign on it. Captain, the inmates and all their guns are webbed up and waiting.
Thanks. No way we could have taken them without collateral damage. I hope the locals appreciate you.
I wonder if my enemies appreciate the work I put into my quips.
More and more listeners are warning that the mayor's Sable agents, ostensibly here to protect us, are behaving more like an occupying army. But let's hear it from the caller. Go ahead.
They won't let me in my building. Said it's quarantine. I said, fine, let me in and I'll stay there. They pointed their guns at me, ran me off like a criminal. I got no place to go.
Caller, this is deeply disturbing to me. I promise you, I'll bring it to the attention of the proper authorities. Emergencies do not permit the suspension of human rights. Your elected officials may not be willing to fight for you, but J. Jonah Jameson is.
This is Sable Control. What's our situation in Nomad? Checkpoint is active. Full battle rattle. Lethal force authorized.
All units. Officers needed to neutralize the riot. Officers needed in Gramercy. Please copy.
Tried mixing up a prototype web fluid at Oscorp while Harry had his internship there. Didn't work. That place has always been bad luck for me.
Pidgey, just a little.
Howard, long time no see. How's Pidgey doing?
He's a little down today. Misses his cousins. Been a bit of a whirlwind for both of us. Owners of my building, rezoned for commercial. We had to move into Feast to get our bearings.
I'm so sorry. New York landlords can really be heartless.
When they kicked me out of my place, they set all my birds loose. Pidgey's the only one who found me. I've been looking everywhere for the rest of them, but with my bad leg and all...
You know what? I'd get around. How about I keep an eye out for him?
You do that? Oh, thank you. If you have any luck, please give me a call.
Ground teams, this is Control. What's the situation in the Lower East Side?
Roger, Control, this is APC Foxtrot. No sign of fire.
Stable Control, what's the status of our position in Dutchtown?
Traffic control established. Checking all suspicious persons.
Geniuses! I hadn't even seen you till you started causing trouble!
Spider, I never did! Keep your feet on the ground!
Nice thing about staying in the jumpsuits, you don't have to change clothes.
Assault currently in progress. Location is Lower Chinatown.
The mass breakout at Rikers Island, which camera footage clearly shows Spider-Man involved in, has spilled countless hardened criminals into our streets at the worst possible time. I want to hear how it's affecting you. Speak!
I don't know who I'm more scared of. The criminals or these Sable people. They've all got guns. I mean, it's like the Wild West out here. If one doesn't kill you, the other will.
You raise a very salient point, caller. In times of martial law, civil liberties are most at risk. My advice? Keep your head down. Don't go out unless you have to. Trust the police before Sable. They're from here. They're in this with us. Document any abuses. At some point, this will be over, and they will be held accountable.
What do we do about the escaped inmates from Rikers, Mr. Jameson? They'll do anything. Looting, home invasion, murder.
Fight back. Arm yourselves with whatever you can. Legal firearms, baseball bats, pepper spray, hell, cooking spray in the eyes if that's all you got. We're New Yorkers. We don't lie down for anyone.
Okay, but what if it's one of these nut jobs with powers? Like that rhinoceros guy?
And my friend, you pray. And you go down fighting.
Yuri, I ran across some Rikers inmates. They've built a fort. Way better than the ones I used to make out of sofa pillows.
I just had a patrol car call. They tried to step in, but there were too many. And we don't have the manpower for reinforcements.
Lucky for you, you've got Spider-Man power. Not bad, huh? I should have gone into advertising. Take a break, you earned it.
Freeze, Spider-Man!
Not that was prejudice. I'm just saying. We're getting very sleepy. That was no. I know society is partly to blame for how you guys turned out, but Rikers only has room for you.
Feel this!
Here's a riddle. What's dumb and orange and goes thus? Here comes a hint. Reinforcements. Okay, sure. I don't need sleep. okay? Spiders or arachnids. More inmates! I'm starting to feel weird being the only one not wearing orange.
Spider-Man, I've spoken to people on the block who say the escapees tried to break into their building.
Fits with what I heard. They want to take one over.
They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street, without hostages.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon.
Pull it in!
Be honest. Do these webs make my butt look big?
Move it fast! Don't lose him! Come on! Guard him! Let me show you what I got!
Mind if I workshop some new quips during this fight?
This'll hurt! Guy's a freaking acrobat!
Sorry, no entry during the performance. Did you guys practice swinging and missing? Because you turned it into an art form.
Got this!
See how I took down the Kingpin? Hashtag not so humble brag. Okay, you guys are really late. I'm afraid there'll be a no-show fee. What the hell? I'm the best there is at what I do. And what I do is quit.
Eat this! Let me show you what I got! Think I heard one of your tiny bones break?
Complaints about my performance may be addressed to J. Jonah Jameson.
Keep him on the ground!
Maybe I should switch things up. Less banter, more haiku. Nah.
Back down here!
The siege of Manhattan Fortress is over, milady.
Thanks. I'll send some buses to take those guys back to their cells. And please don't call me Milady ever again. Good news. A Rikers escapee we picked up says they've stopped establishing bases.
What brought that on?
You. They decided the bases make them too easy to find. They've gone back on the run. Smaller groups.
Picking them off a few at a time takes longer, but it's safer. Especially for New York.
Exactly. Nice going.